All right, here it is, the new toolbox. We got it a couple weeks ago. Got it filled up and everything, swapped over from my old orange Harbor Freight cart. You can see the bed liner on top. That's not Snap-on. It came painted orange, but it was just gonna get all scratched up and dented and destroyed, so I figured I'd bed line it to give it some protection. So yeah, we'll start at the top. It is a slide top. It's the 32-inch slide top, full row drawers. It doesn't have the side trays that go underneath, but that's okay. So at the top, I got all my sockets, extensions, ratchets, just 1/2-inch sockets, impacts. 3/8 are impacts for deep and shallow, and then I got the Snap-on mids here. These are nice. I really like these. I use these a lot actually, now that I got them. So yeah, and then 1/4-inch, half of them for shallow and deep are impacts, and then, well, over half of them are impacts, and then the other half are not, because I don't use the other ones, those other little ones, very much. And yeah, so, but yeah, the 1/2-inch are Pittsburgh and Sunex, and then the 3/8 are gear wrench for deep and shallow, and then Snap-on for the mids. O2 sensor socket. These are Astro, I think, yeah, Astro pneumatic or something, some Amazon special swivels, and then one Mac, because I broke the 10, so I have a Mac 10. And then the quarters are ATD, and then ratchets, Snap-on ratchets, that work pretty well. Sorry, I just had to clean the lens. Work pretty well. I mean, they're Snap-on. You can never go wrong with some Snap-ons. This is actually a 1/4 and a 3/8, or a 3/8 and a 1/4. I mean, and then 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and then 3/8 stubby, and 3/8. 3/8, 3/8, and 3/8. And then have some long extensions. Well, they're all locking. This is a 1/4, super long one, and then a couple shorter ones. Those are Snap-on, and then this long, super long 3/8 locking is Snap-on. And I don't really use a 1/2-inch ratchet very often. It's down in the bottom drawer, but this is my lug nut torque wrench, or just quick grab torque wrench for big stuff, because this one's the easiest to change the torque setting, and it's pretty nice. It's got a nice grip on it. This is my most used gun right here. It's a 1/4-inch hex thing. Need to replace the battery, but yeah, I wish I would have bought the one with the actual quarter like anvil, but this was on sale, so, but I just put this little Snap-on thing in there. And then extensions, just a assortment. Screwdrivers, Snap-on, there's a Mac in there, and panel tools, there's a Mac and a Snap-on, some hose picks, oops, then this side's Snap-on, and then this is my beater one that I pry on, then a quarter driver, and a quarter driver. What do we got in the back? Just some Torx and E-Torx, a couple big Allens, 6.0 injector socket, or injector bit for pulling the injectors. 3/8 swivel that I want to replace with a Snap-on one because they're narrower. Battery cleaning tools, hood prop, or hood lock thing. First drawer is junk. Well, not junk, but just an assortment of random things. Meter, test leads, kind of electrical cleaning stuff. There's some brushes, roll-lock gun, glue point. This thing's actually really nice. I like this a lot. These are the lug nut, the swollen lug nut sockets. They're like the half sizes. Toilet paper for blowing my nose sometimes. Safety glasses. There's some mirrors. Tire gauge, blowgun, random sockets. I think there's like a quarter swivel, a quarter, and an adapter, and another 8. Gloves, bits, just a bunch of stuff. This is a wrench drawer. It looks pretty good, but I want to get some new metric wrenches. These Sunex ones kind of suck because, I mean, you can't really, I guess you could tell, but they came bent. Like, they weren't that good a quality, so, and the openings kind of open up, or the open end doesn't grip very well. We got Snap-on metric line wrenches, Blue Point stubby ratcheting reversibles. Those are metric. These are metric gear wrench straights, gear wrenches. These are metric flex head ratcheting. These are Mac. These are my only standard wrenches because I don't use standard very often. And we got some crow's feet back there. Pliers and picks and just random stuff. So these are all Mac Snap-on, and there's one Nip-X or Blue Point, I guess. But these are Mac. These are Snap-on. This is Nip-X. This is some sort of Blue Point, I think, but it's really made by Lyle. This is Blue Point. I don't remember what brand these are. Blue Point cutters. The Snap-on flush cuts right here. Snap-on flush cuts. Those are nice. Tape measure, oil filter, pliers. This is actually a really nice pick for just random things. I know it's for hoses, but I use it for a bunch of other stuff too. Caliper hooks, snap ring pliers, and the little bits, and then some micro pliers. Allen wrenches, picks, another oil filter thing, another pick. Hammers. Hammers are hammers. As long as they break things and not break themselves, they're good to me. So, got a grabber tool, pry bar, breaker bar. Yeah, hammers are hammers. Oh, and some scrapers and stuff. These are kind of where my blown molded cases are. This is a whole bit set, like Torx and Allens. These are some extractors. These things are pretty cool. My dad gave me these. These are just extractors. He didn't really use them very often, so he said I could have them, which is pretty sweet. He also gave me these low profile kits. These things are absolutely sweet. They came in handy a couple times, and they're nice to look at. So, and then we got he gave me this as well, actually. This is a fuel line and just line disconnect tool or kit, which I actually just used working on my truck right here. Just did the sender float. It actually it got cracked in the brass and filled up with diesel, so it wasn't floating and sending signal. Anyways, all this back. 3/8 check angle. Got this for a really good deal, half off pretty much, and it's in my color, which is orange. So that's my baby right there. Everything's nice. 1/2 inch, another 1/2 inch torque wrench, some cheap punches and chisels, some drill bits. Oh, in the bottom drawer, this is a money drawer right here. So we got Big Dog, 1/2 inch, 1400 foot-pounds, 1 key. This thing's nice because it has lug nut control, torque limiting. 1/4 inch ratchet. This is probably my favorite ratchet right here. Power ratchet. That thing's nice. 3/8 stubby. I use that one a lot. Caliper compressor. I had the other style, the ratcheting style, but that thing broke and my dad gave me this one, so this one works, but I want to get another ratcheting style. And we got a drill, and we got just a bag of stuff. This is actually my 6.0 bag. I work on a lot of 6.0 power strokes, and this is all just like the special stuff. Like this harness is for testing glow plugs and stuff, if need be. Actually, no, this one's just an extra harness that I got off a truck that was still good. I have another little plug for that. Then I have these cardboard cutouts for the valve cover bolts, so I can just leave them in order as I take them out. And all the plugs for turbos and downpipes and plugging up the turbos and everything when I'm doing turbo jobs on them. And then there's some harnesses and stuff, extra harnesses that I get from takeoffs of trucks that are still good for testing purposes. I have all my big wrenches over here. These are the standard wrenches that I actually use, the big ones. Just another I have this 3/8, which is a Snapon. Then I have this one, which I use sometimes because the head is actually smaller. It's like less deep, but this one isn't as strong as my Snap-on one. And then I have a long 1/4 Snap-on, which is nice. And my cordless Dremel with the whip attachment. This is what I do when I'm doing turbos on 6.0s, turbo cleanings. That's what I grind them out with. These are some standard sockets that I hardly ever use. Those are 3/8 gear wrench. And then these are my big axle nut sockets, the big ones. Those are Sunex. Those work pretty well. So that's my box. That's what I use every day that I work. This is a cart that I use, a Blue Point cart. It actually doesn't belong to me, it belongs to my coworker, but he essentially gave it to me to use and everything. So that's it in all of its glory. Alrighty, peace.